Savage Media.
Music TV.
Blessed risings, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where in the world you are tapping in from. You got to keep in mind that Keep It P podcast is a global show, and today we'll be talking about Texas A&M faces class action suit alleging discrimination against Asian and white men. You guys are screaming discrimination. We want some too. We gotta have you. You guys just can't have all the discrimination. Look. You said no to us one time. You say no to a white man. That's discrimination. We have to have everything. Well, if we don't have everything, that's not fair. The white man has to get some too. You can't have something the white man can't get. No. We need a piece of that too. No. Sound like a bunch of crybaby batches to me. That's what it sound like. Notice how they got the capital A on the Asian and the little W for the white man. Out of Next Shark, an Asian publication. Here's what they really think about you. Here's what they think about you. We'll get into this and more after these brief messages in regards to $20 trillion.
Be one to the family. This is Kendra Blackwood of Hot Lava Music TV and the Hot Lava Media Group. And I come to you today with an urgent call to action. And with that being said, this petition is to demand the U.S. government immediately make anti-Black racism a public health crisis is now an active campaign at change.org. And after this message, I'm going to need you to go over there and show your support. Right after you smash that like and subscribe if you have not already. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications. It doesn't cost you a thing. Now, this is a petition to demand cash reparations for foundational Black Americans addressing two critical components. So what is anti-Black racism? Anti-Black racism is defined here as policies and practices rooted in American institutions such as government, finance, education, healthcare, and justice that mirror and reinforce economic deprivation, racially targeted laws, beliefs, attitudes, prejudice, stereotyping and/or discrimination toward foundational Black Americans. What is a public health crisis, you ask? Well, a health crisis or public health crisis is a difficult situation or complex health system that affects humans in one or more geographic areas, from a particular locality to encompass the entire planet. Health crises generally have significant impacts on community health, loss of life, and on the economy. And ultimately the solution to the problem, it is imperative that the United States government declare anti-Black racism a public health crisis for foundational Black Americans. In 2020, as a community, Asian Americans experienced only 287 hate crimes nationwide. However, FBA in the same year suffered 2,871 reported hate crimes. As we know, those are just the
And they got the nerve to scream discrimination. You just seen the numbers. You want to see more numbers? ZeroAntiBlackRacism.com. ZeroAntiBlackRacism.com. I was going to say it again, but you see it scrolling at the bottom of your screen. This article is out of, Next Shark. And the author is Carl Sampson. The Texas A&M University system has been hit with a federal class action suit. That means multiple people accusing it of discriminating against Asian and white men in a new fellowship program focused on diversifying its faculty. Look at the wow. I can't believe you guys want to have something that isn't just full of white men. You guys could at least put a couple Asians, so why can't it be all white men with a few Asian men? I know we got most of all the other parts of the programs. I know we're almost the majority on all the other programs, but you guys want to have one without us? It's not fair that you want one thing without us. It goes on to say Richard Lowry, a finance professor at the University of Texas at Austin, filed the suit. Here's the buster. It's Richard Lowry. This is the crybaby. And of course, I knew you was a dick rider, Mr. Richard. I'm going to call you Dick Lowry. Dick Lowry, a finance professor at the University of Texas at Austin, filed the suit in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Texas on Saturday. Dick Lowry is represented by America First Legal, a nonprofit co-founded by Stephen Miller, of course it is, who served as a policy advisor for former President Donald Trump, and Jonathan Mitchell, a former Texas Solicitor General who helped write the state's 6-week abortion ban. There we go, Texas. Throw up them horns for Texas, right? In the suit, Dick Lowry challenged Texas A&M's Accountability, Climate, Equity, and Scholarship Faculty Fellows Program, ACES, whose new Plus version seeks to hire faculty from underrepresented minority groups that exclude Asian Americans. Are you underrepresented or not? I'm sure you're not. The numbers clearly speak for themselves, Mr. Dick Lowry. It goes on to say the system is expected to allot $2 million for the program, providing 50% matching base salary and benefits up to a maximum contribution of $100,000 salary and fringe for new mid-career and senior tenured track hires. Dick Lowry, who is white and got all his panties in a bunch because it excludes Asian Americans, so I can't possibly be racist because I'm doing this for my Asian brothers. Is that what you're saying, Mr. Dick Lowry? Mr. Dick Lowry, who was white, alleges that ACES Plus violates Title V and Title 9 of the Civil Rights Act, which prohibits sex and racial discrimination in education programs that receive federal funding. What about all the violations that you've been doing to keep it all white men? No violations happened during that? You had nothing to say when it was just all white people. It was all good in the hood. As soon as they say they want to try to diversify, they didn't even say black people. You was like, if it ain't Asian, it ain't right. Either white or Asian, and I'm good with that. He also claims violation of Section 1981 and the 14th Amendment Equals Protection Clause. Oh my God. You have all the protection, sir. There's no more protections left. You want all the protections. You want everything. What? That's protecting somebody else? No, that should be for white men. What? You're protecting Native Americans? Oh, no, that should be for white men. These discriminatory, illegal, and anti-meritocratic practices have been egged on by woke ideologies who... So you're telling me, so if we went all off of merit, you think that all the areas of the faculty would be white men? That's what you think? White men and women, huh? If we went really off of merit. Boy, you think highly of your people, and that's all right, because I think highly of mine too. And so I'm here to tell you bad news, Mr. Dick Lowry. I know your name's Richard, but you're a dick to me, Mr. Dick Lowry. I know you're not. By woke ideologies who populate the so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion offices at public and private universities throughout the United States. The existence of these offices is subverting meritocracy and encouraging wholesale violations of civil rights. I know you're not talking about civil rights. Why we even need civil rights? For people like you, Mr. Dick Lowry. For people like you, Mr. Dick Lowry. The Texas A&M University system includes 11 state-run universities and has a population of over 150,000 students. The ACES Plus program is just one program. That's what I'm saying. It's one program. And you're crying, Dick. You're snotting. You're snotting your whole nose, having a hissy fit because you're not included on one program. Wow. Wow. It continues to say the ACES Plus program aims to build a faculty demographic consistent with the Texan population. Well, according to Mr. Dick Lowry, it has to be all white. Else it ain't right. And we will take a sprinkle of Asians if you got to have a little diversity. We will take our Asian brothers because we going to punk and slap them and push them down. We'll give them a little law that'll help us lock up more black people, but we perpetuated all the push downs. Texas A&M is basically setting aside faculty positions for what they deem to be underrepresented minority groups in an effort to make their faculty look like the state of Texas, which is a goal that they cannot achieve without engaging in blatant racial discrimination. So you just like it gotta be all white, P. If it's not a white club, then it's no good. So here, any of you sending your kids, you black people sending your kids to Texas A&M. These are the professors that you got there. And they want Texas A&M to be all white with a sprinkle of Asian. It continues, it's egregious, it's unlawful, and it cannot continue. American First Legal Vice President and General Counsel Gene Hamilton. The racist Gene Hamilton in the place to be. It goes on to say Mr. Dick Lowry Suit said he is able and ready to apply for a post in the system, but his policies prevent him from competing with other applicants for these faculty's positions on an equal basis. How? We not just going off of merit on you. If we put your merit, you're saying there's no people who aren't white that have better and higher merits than you? Wow. Leyland Copeland, Texas A&M's Vice Chancellor of Marketing and Communications, said it is unusual for Lowry to make such claims when he has not applied after all. Right, because that's how he makes way more. He makes way more than the $100,000 that those positions are paying. He just wants to be a crybaby and start drama like PC men like to do. That's why you're crying and you're talking about nobody likes us. Well, because you do stuff like this, sir. Mr. Dick Lowry, because you do things like this, sir. Why can't I? I don't really want to, but I'm speaking up for my Asian brothers. goes on to say, it's an unusual job application when Mr. Lowry says in a lawsuit he is able and ready to apply for a faculty appointment at Texas A&M, but our lawyers will review the lawsuit, confer with Texas A&M, and take appropriate action as warranted, Copeland said. The ACES Plus program will be funded in the next 2 fiscal years. As of fall 2021, about 60% of Texas A&M's faculty was white. I didn't tell y'all, I told you. This is the last paragraph. He's crying because he wants Texas A&M to be all white. They already have over half of their faculty is white. Ain't that what I told you? The majority of the faculty is white. The majority of the faculty is white. The majority of the faculty is white. And he's still crying. Mr. Dick Lowry is not satisfied with the majority. He wants it all. He wants anybody else eradicated from the campus. So how can he possibly teach your scholar, black people? 60% of Texas A&M's faculty is white. Nearly 14% is international. Are we calling international Europeans? Are Europeans international? Because then that would put your amount to 74%. 10% were Asian or Pacific Islander. Nearly 6% were Latino, and below 4% were black. And he said, that's too much. That 4%. Oh no, that's too much. If you hire one more Negro, I'll have your heads. So he's crying over, I don't even see, there's still 6% missing. 4% plus 6%, that's 10%, plus another 10%, that's 20%, plus a 14%, that's 34% with 6% missing. So really it's more like 80% is white. And that still is not enough. Still not enough. What did we learn here today, boys and girls? That white supremacy babies and dick riders. His name is Dick. Dick Lowry. Dick Lowry. That's it, that's all. I'm not going to hold you. I'm just going to mold you, fold you, and scold you about being off code there, Jackson. Going to leave you with the 4 words that we always leave you with. Love, peace. Sometimes this peace got to get you this peace. Right? Blessings. Be a blessing. Give a blessing. Receive some blessings. If I'm having technical difficulty, that's cool. I'm loving y'all. Anyways, love y'all. In Maloha. 360 degrees. Complete mathematics. Let's go. Love y'all. Take these commercials, though. ZeroAntiBlackRacism.com.
We need to go out here and say exactly what we want. And we got to say it with our chest. And we kind of start pussyfooting around, and we got to stop being scared to say exactly what we want, what we need. We need that paper. Say it with your chest. Damn all that. We need justice. We need y'all to love us. No.